Peace and love, reflections. How is everyone doing today? Today, I want to give you like a short little 5-minute clip today because the other videos that we have going on are like so long and they take a lot of time to edit. So those videos will possibly be coming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I want to touch on, I was given a topic by one of the people who follow me named Ivan. Shout out to you, Ivan. So my next story that I want to focus on is Ivan's story, and he speaks on Darius J. Wright. What I want to do there is try to connect with him. Basically, what I mean by connect with him is see how he resonates with my spirit. What things that I could take from him and possibly, give to you guys to give to you guys. That way you guys can, start your spiritual journeys and things of that matter. But today I definitely want to talk about what I stated on my, everybody wants to be heard, but no one wants to listen. So everyone has something to say, but when it comes time for you to have something to say, no one wants to pay attention to it. So what I want to state out of that is learn how to listen to each other, learn how to be there for each other and actually be there for somebody. A lot of times we do things to get things out of return instead of just doing something for somebody, even down to the elders and the adults and stuff like that. To be honest, in my opinion, the elders of our nation are not doing their job correctly at all. They're more indoctrinated than anything. So really, it's more on the lines of you saving them than them saving you. So a lot of times you'll butt heads with elders and stuff like that because at the end of the day, like I said, everyone wants to be heard, but no one wants to listen. So a lot of times the elder will think that, hey, because I've done this and I've been here and I've done that, there's not any possibilities that could happen except for the possibility that I had. And that's totally wrong. People's whole mentals are being destroyed by the elders because of these indoctrinations. So they still act as if it's 1980, it's 1776. They still act as though, because these passed down genetics are constantly being passed down. So you don't know why you hate that person. You don't know why you don't like that person, but you just don't. You understand? And a lot of people say, hey, I want to break generational curses, but no one wants to work on themselves, and that makes no sense. So today, like I said, I want to just speak on that today just give you guys a little 5 minutes. If you guys got any questions, concerns, definitely hit the comment button. Comment to me, if you and also too, what we want to do with our message is we want to connect the world because, like I stated, everyone has something to say, but no one wants to listen. So I want to bring forth the first podcast where, you actually have someone who listens. You know what I mean? Someone who understands, make sure that you find that person in life as well. You know what I mean? Because you can't get anywhere with anyone if you're constantly butting heads with that person. People are running on autopilot. People are running off of straight repetition. So I don't understand why people don't see that. Like, for instance, like if you see yourself going down a repetitive cycle, maybe there's something in you that you're doing wrong. Maybe it's not the other person. You know what I mean? And also I want to state that if you come into another person's presence and they respond to you, you can't get mad about that because you chose to go into their presence. I don't understand why people get upset when they come into your presence. They come into your presence. It's not like you go into theirs. It's not like you go and say, hey, how are you doing today? They come to you and say, hey, how are you doing today? But yet they get angry when you don't respond correctly. That's force. That's not love. That's force. That's tit for tat. That's, hey, what can I get out of this person? So like I said, man, people need to really, search deep inside and say, hey, how can I truly love? You know what I mean? Now, Now, I'm not throwing shade to all the elders. There's some elders out here that are doing their job. They're great. They're setting the example. They're taking the time out to teach the youth. They're taking the time out to actually give help. And what I mean by help is when you help someone, you shouldn't be expecting in return. Perfect example. I'm not going to state any names, but I have a cousin. She called me up. Hey, I need help with my gas. I'm about to run out of gas. I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Gotcha. Send it straight to her, no questions asked. She called me up the other day. Hey, that money that you gave to me, I got it for you. I'm going to go ahead and send it through. No, you keep that money because I simply helped you just to help you. I didn't simply help you for anything in return. If I did, I would have said, hey, pay me back. Right? So that's what I'm stating to people, man. Like, it's time to stop the hate and start the love. No one is out here listening. Take the time out to listen to what the person has to say before you respond. Take the time out to not even respond. Just take the time out to actually hear that person out. Maybe you'll get a better outcome, right? Because now that person was able to get what they needed off their chest. So now their outcome is going to be totally different than when it was before, when you had them at their angry state, at their mad state. A lot of people don't understand what goes on inside the body when you even experience these chemicals, when you experience anger, fear. That people don't understand that literally comes from a body part within. That literally comes from feeling in a body part within. You have to pass that through just like you pass through food. It has to go through your lymphatic system. It has to go through your body. It has to go through your brain. All of it, all of it. It has to go through the same systematic process as just like you consuming food. Actually, it does more because it's carried by the blood. So what I want to state is like I said, it's time to be genuine, people. It's time. Now, I'm not throwing shade to anyone. Simply, if it does not apply, let it fly. That's what I was always told. So, but if it does apply, make sure you get this message and you understand it and you're able to apply it to your own life. And that's all I want to talk about today, y'all. Peace and love, everybody. Like I stated, tomorrow I'm gonna try to post that video for Ivan on Darius J. White. Also, I have a video on the way. I'm gonna do some collaborations with Deontay Polk. And we're going to try to bring you guys, entertainment, entertainment, this is, something for you guys to watch. It's kind of knowledgeable. If you guys want to actually take these things and apply them to your life, you can. We'll be coming from biblical standpoints, scientific standpoints, stuff like that, historical standpoints. So that way we'll be able to, show you guys, the actual factuals. And we'll also be posting, I'll also be posting information, so that way you guys see, the actual information itself, so you won't be like, oh, he's just throwing words out there. No, I've actually took the time out to read, study, and understand. So thank you guys for today. Peace and love. I want to speak prosperity over the nations. I want to speak discernment over the nations. I want to speak love over the nations. And I want to speak, that, this message is able to resonate with someone today and just help them, through the process. Peace and love, everybody. RAYZ of Light Show.